historian of the class of 2019, Isabella George de la Iglesia. Isabella is the daughter of Sandy Iglesia and Greg Iglesia. She attended the Master's School of San Marcos for elementary and middle school, and San Marcos High School for high school. She will attend Ross University of Architecture and plans to study architecture and design. In the future, she hopes to be a licensed architect and start a firm of her own.
That I would feel guilty having not expressed standing at a podium above such a talented and intelligent group of students. There are students who sit in front of me who deserve places of honor that I could not hope to aspire to. I do not stand here because I am the most athletic student or the most musically talented student or the best student actor, nor am I the most beloved, the most well-known, the most attractive, the most kind, or even the most devoted or intelligent student. I stand here simply because I have the highest GPA in our class, which in reality says little about a person or their future success. So even though I am not the only student here qualified to do so, I wish to share with you some lessons that I have learned over my 4 years at San Marcos High School. Some of you who have known me for a long time remember when I decided to exchange my smartphone for a flip phone after my freshman year. It was this, an LG modern-ish flip phone. I had the idea of doing this for months and finally stepped up to go into the Verizon store and inform the employees that I wanted to downgrade. This brought many stunned looks and questioning responses. It is difficult to explain to people in a culture of instant gratification why I would give up the convenience and constant entertainment of the latest technology for a sufficient yet far less gratifying option. What prompted me to do so was my growing desire to experience as much as possible what was around me wherever I was. I wanted to lose the connectedness of the internet, and I wanted to gain the connectedness with those I had the opportunity to talk to face to face. When we were little, life was gloriously slow-paced. When a friend would come to my house, we would get bored, but this boredom would promote us to become creative. I remember making up games with anything we found in or around the house. Spare balls, water hoses, blankets, and tables. From the vehemence that we had for those invented activities came the exhilaration with small joys and anguish when things didn't work in our favor. Then, as a teenager, I noticed myself and others moving rapidly from activity to activity, feeling displaced on the rare occasion that I sat at home with nothing to do. My moments of silence and solace in between events were replaced by the entertainment of streaming TV and social media. Through my constant stimulation, I lost the ability to live my life slowly, taking in every moment with the awareness and emotion it deserved. But I believe the childlike, slow-paced way of life is not unattainable as adults. Since learning the value in slowness, I deliberately spend time alone without a form of entertainment, and I find these are the times when I can reflect best on my own life, thinking about where I want to go next and what moral issues are around me, and finding happiness in the experiences I've had. And spending this time to think while also going purposefully through my daily events, savoring the moments with the people around me and the value of the activities I am doing, rather than looking forward to my next enterprise, I have felt full and satisfied, emotional and engaged in my own life. Since my sophomore year, I have reacquired a smartphone. I have realized that the way to truly experience life is not hindered by the technology you use, but by the mindset you possess. Having open, eager eyes to the joys and the disappointments, the victories and the failures of your life naturally makes you a happier person. As we all diverge paths leaving San Marcos High School, I urge you to bask in the motions and sways of everyday life. Laugh when you and your friends do stupid things. Delve into the things that you are learning and revel in the possibilities of your knowledge. Grieve when something is unfair. Talk to people you've never met before and be open to generating trust and discovering the beauty of their souls. Take time to put away your laptop and to sit and reflect, because life is not to be passed by, but is to be lived with the vigor and vitality of a child. In my junior year, my English teacher, Ms. Rowe, Sarah Robacker, gave me some of the most valuable advice I have ever received, and I will leave that with you now. That advice is that you should never say, my life will start when I graduate high school, or when I graduate college, or when I eventually get over this bad relationship, or when whatever, because this is life. Your life is now. Thank you.
Prospective graduates, please rise. Mr. Cardona, I hereby certify these students to receive diplomas tonight. They have met and satisfied all the requirements of San Marcos High School, the San Marcos Consolidated Independent School District, the Texas Education Agency, and the state of Texas for graduation. Mr. Cardona?
Thank you, Dr. Turnbow. As Superintendent of Schools of San Marcos CISD, I'm pleased to accept your certificate for the class of 2019. At this time, I'd like to present the senior class of 2019 to Mrs. Clementine Cantu, Board President, for acceptance.
Thank you, Mr. Cardona. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I am pleased to accept the class of 2019 and to offer our best wishes to all graduates at tonight's ceremony. On behalf of the SMCISD Board of Trustees, I congratulate our graduates and their parents. Tonight is a time of celebration for reaching this milestone. Tomorrow is the beginning of a new chapter in your life. Whether you choose to continue your education, into the military, or begin another type of career, know that you are capable of accomplishing anything you set your mind to do. Remember that time is valuable. Live each day to the fullest. Never stop learning, because it is a lifelong process. Be grateful to your parents and your teachers. Without them, you would not be here tonight. I wish you the best life has to offer. De parte de la mesa directiva del Distrito Escolar de San Marcos, los felicito a los graduantes y a los padres. Esta noche es de celebración, mañana comienza una nueva etapa para los graduantes. Cualquier dirección que escojan, ya sea colegio, militar o otra carrera, acuérdense que son capaces. Acuérdense que el tiempo es valioso, igual como su educación. No hubieran llegado a esta noche sin el apoyo de sus padres. Les doy las gracias a los padres, los abuelos y todas las familias que han ayudado a estos graduantes. Les deseo lo mejor que hay en la vida y que Dios los bendiga. Thank you for your attention.
Seniors, please be seated. It's now the time we've all been waiting for, the presentation of the diplomas to the class. Diplomas will be presented tonight with
de la Iglesia. Sabrina Singh. Benjamin Erickson Murdoch. Sabrina Anita Tankersley. Tyler Kenneth Lau. Hayden David Gish. Blaze Milo Gordon. Mary Frances Finch. Sydney Marie County. Thomas Allen Bates. Kiersey Adrienne